Welcome back to this demo of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, I kind of had to watch my mom do Dirge Cerberus. Because...
Dude, I had no expectations, right?
Yeah, you had no clue what Vincent Valentine was all about. And if that was your intro to it, like, that's not a great intro.
I think I played it after I saw Advent Children.
Yeah,
I'd rented it. Oh, yeah, because they had the Resurgence.
Final
Yeah.
Fantasy VII after that.
And even me, so I had no expectations. Even I was just like, wow, this game sucks. Like, it just wasn't a good game. It was, I'll give it the fact that it is,
Whoa, pull out.
accessible.
Yeah, it was definitely accessible.
It's one of the more accessible
But it's
Final Fantasy games.
It's a very, like, try-hard, like, grim, dark badass.
Well, you're just running around shooting shit.
Yeah.
Like, in a not so, like, it's very, I don't know, simple, like, just
Simple controls.
like, here you go.
Nope.
To the point where me, the guy who is a very casual video game player and has questionable skill,
Yes.
was just like, this is what? This is boring. Like, this sucks.
So Barrett just kind of said, get your rear in gear. I'm watching you, boy. Really.
You know, he's like,
I wish I could take pictures. Can I take a picture?
I wish you could hug Barrett. Can hug? What's the button for hug?
It's not triangle. Whoa. He's watching you.
What's the button to get in a roast session with Barrett?
We get a rap battle with Barrett.
Just roast each other back and forth.
Wait.
It's just you versus the Triclops.
Yep. Sam Fishers.
All the Sam Fishers.
The Spanish. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna start off with a. Every character has a unique ability which you can activate with triangle. Palad's mode shift ability, you can switch between his balanced operator mode and his attack oriented finisher mode. Try it out. He's alone. Punisher operator.
I know we covered this last episode, but I was kind of spacing out looking at Steve Burton's sick creds.
And sick eyes.
Yeah. What? OG was turn-based, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like a progress bar, like a bar would fill up, and then that person's turn was to happen.
Yeah.
And then like everybody's bar would just eventually go up, and you could have haste applied, so the bar just loops.
Right.
So
See, that was another thing when I was younger. Why I probably never played Final Fantasy stuff was anything like turn-based stuff, or strategy games.
Yep.
Stuff like that, especially turn-based strategy games.
Yep.
I'm just like, this is.
You would totally get into like a Fire Emblem. I could see you like.
Now I've opened myself up more to that stuff.
It's like chess.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to have sex with every piece.
But remember, because we did play did we play like a new Fire Emblem or something not too long
Yeah,
ago?
we watched Wilson play Three Houses.
Yeah.
And that's more of like a newer version.
Yeah.
But it's like it's more chess-like if you play on like a Game Boy Advance.
Right.
They're like really accessible.
Right.
Like there is, like I was saying in those videos, there's like a rock paper scissors. Like an axe can basically destroy a sword.
Right.
But the lance is weak against axes. The sword is strong against axes. The lance is good against swords or something like that.
Okay.
It's like a weird triangle.
Right.
And same thing goes for magic. Like light is better than dark, but the elemental magic like fire and things like that is good against light.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's a cool rock paper scissors with that, and Three Houses didn't really dive into that much.
Right.
But those would be a really good accessible game for you to get into.
Really
it's like
business, but
right. And
it has their move.
I don't dislike it as much now. There's some things I've been able to like. There's a.
But my VHS is skipping.
There's
Use my tracking.
There's an Adventure Time game for PlayStation
Three, two.
3 or 4. I don't know. But I've been playing that at my friend's place. And that's like turn-based as well.
Okay.
Like there are games that I like that, but it was like
South Park. You probably enjoy that Stick of Truth game.
Yep. I played that. But like it was the thing with me was I'm not controlling these people. I'm just pushing a button and telling them where to go or what to do. And I was like, I think a big thing that helped me get over that was playing like League of Legends and stuff like that, because that it was the same thing, right? You point and click, they go somewhere. You press a button, they do that. You're not actually like in this or other stuff where you're actually controlling the movement exactly of where you're going. And and you know, pressing, I mean, it is, you are clicking to where they have to go and pressing a button for them to do an attack, but it doesn't feel as like kind of organic, right, as just controlling someone and fighting.
Yeah, whereas like in Fire Emblem, it's kind of like you're a tactician. The main like story part of the game is like you're a character in the game, but you're a tactician telling these people to like go here, do this. Like you're telling people to do these things, and you have to live with the consequences if they die.
Right.
And like that's a big thing in the game.
Right.
Like permadeath. It was just kind of a cool way to approach those games. Like, I don't want them to die.
Right.
But like, it kind of makes it more difficult when they die.
Yep.
And you gotta play it safe a lot of the times.
That was the other part of specifically turn-based RPGs, where it's like if you lose somebody permanently, that can really fuck your team comp and your ability to do things.
There was a cool idea for a game. I think it was called Valiant Hearts.
Yeah.
Or something. It was like a World War II kind of style game.
Right.
But it was very anime.
Yeah.
And you were like in charge of this tank.
Right.
Called.
There are some places a sword just can't reach.
It had something to do with like it was a German name. I forget what it was.
Would you?
But you controlled all these different fighters. Like there was a sniper you could control, and they had separate actions, but you controlled each individual piece. Like you can run them a certain amount of distance, and then they could take an action and shoot the enemy.
Gee, that sweet sound Barrett just made. He just went.
That's scary. I would not want to hear that.
I was totally like concentrating.
Well.
Yes, concentrating, listening to you, and then I just heard. I was like, "What?" Just saw Barrett standing there, just like. Oh.
All right, here we go. We can use Barrett. Switch.
Barry. Barrel. Barrett's barrels.
Naruto running.
He is, dude. But like, to be honest, lifting that up to like do an arm movement is probably more work than just dragging it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's probably heavy, right?
Yeah, it's super heavy.
So if he tried to run with it after a few, well, I mean, he is jacked, but like after a little bit of running, his arm would start to be like, like struggle to lift it up. That way, if you just drag it, then it's like whatever. You're just letting the weight
thunder
hang.
Here we go, right?
Thunder.
Characters. Yeah, I can do that. Use issues command iOS. Okay. So fire that guy. Pod just does what he does. That's pretty cool.
That is sweet.
So I could like do this.
So you can still switch in between your teammates, but
you can play.
Nice, dude. I like this.
God.
I like this.
So yeah, I can control Barrett to when we're in a attack phase.
Yeah.
I can either switch to Barrett, or I can make Barrett do spells when I'm cloud. So that's pretty cool.
That is cool. Because usually, like, when you switch characters and stuff, it's when you're, like, in this part, when you're, like, running around and shit. Mm-hmm. Then you can switch over to people. And then, like, you get in a fight, you're kind of that person in the fight.
Yeah.
But this, you can actively do it in the midst of a fight.
In mid-fight.
And it kind of, it subverts that kind of turn-based situation. So you can still do some of those type things.
Yeah, did you see the time
but within that-
slowed down? Like,
yeah.
What do you want to choose? Like, if I was going to cast a spell, I can actually think about it. Like, oh, I want to use Cure. I better use Cure on this person.
It recontextualizes certain elements of a turn-based gameplay.
For sure.
That was also probably the smartest video game sentence that I've ever said. That's it. That's it.
You did it. All right, now let's run through lasers. Wait for lasers.
Nah, yeah, yeah. Nope. Go.
I was just gonna see if I could walk slow and then go through them.
Slob cardboard boxes, dude.
So do you see that little green thing
Where?
in Cloud's?
Yes.
You know what that is?
Is it like a jewel?
Yeah, kind of. It's called Materia.
Oh, yep. I know about them.
So he has
That
two
name.
slots in the Buster Sword.
Yeah.
Kind of see him. He only has one
Filled
slot.
right now.
Yeah, and I think it's probably whatever.
It's like a resource you collect
Yeah,
throughout the
you can-
game, right?
In the game, you can, or in the original,
Yeah.
you can get this material called like absorb, or like it was like basically you can mimic an enemy's move.
Right.
So if an enemy used a move on you,
Yeah.
your materia could like take that and understand what that is,
Yeah.
and then you can go and take that and use it against everybody else.
Interesting.
So there's a whole list of like things you could learn from other enemies.
Right.
Really powerful stuff and really interesting moves.
What Mission Impossible shit is this right now?
I don't know. I did it. What do I have to do?
So I saw something green glowing on Barrett's gun. Is that the same thing?
He probably does have material. Yeah,
Right
he
there?
does.
Yeah.
Yep, everybody has material.
Sweet. And go. And go. And go. And go.
Okay, it has three
Oh,
pulses.
yep.
And it stops. Pulse.
Pulse. Go.
Off.
Pretty easy, right?
Pulse. Pulse.
Off.
Nice job,
sweet.
Cloud.
Nice job, Cloud.
It'd be awesome if like
Wait.
it'd be awesome if Barrett just lags behind enough where he just constantly just takes it to the face every time he hits those.
Oh shit! Look, this is one of the first like mini
Mechie boy.
One mech. Yep.
I bet you the demo
Where's she
ends
going?
after this. She's fucking off, dude. She wants no part of this.
See you later. All right, let's start. Check this out. Ching-ding. Bottle of either, dude.
We are
that's awesome.
living in a materia world, and I am a materia girl.
Now that you mention it, do you know that there? I should show you pictures, but Cloud
Yeah,
becomes
it's based off of Madonna. Oh, what?
Yeah, he becomes a materia girl.
What?
And we will
When
fight-
does this
We
happen?
will fight this guy with our friend Barrett
Does
in
he?
the next episode.
Does he lose his dangy and everything?